Ding, ding, ding. Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. Today, I have a very specific transmission that wants to come through. It's very important and it's very deep. I'm about to take you down in a spiritual rabbit hole. So if you're ready for this, come on in and get comfortable. If you're busy, then come back and rewatch this when you have time. All right. And so, interdimensional war on consciousness. What am I talking about here? Okay. And so my girlfriend Alexa recently had a vision. And when she shared that vision with me, what I have already known, like plugged in and made sense. And so the vision that she had was beneath the earth, there is a dimension beneath the 3D earth. And in that dimension resides lower consciousness beings who haven't been able to ascend onto plane of earth, okay? And they want to really confuse us with this whole plane earth, okay? Because it's not just the plane. Beyond the plane, there's things underneath and there's consciousness on top, okay? And so beneath the earth resides like demonic, satanic, darker entities and spirits, okay? And they want to be part of this earth. But the problem is they cannot incarnate into divine, godly bodies, okay? And so a human soul that comes from God can only incarnate into a natural biological body through the womb of a mother, through that void, the portal of the woman. That's the only way that a soul from God can incarnate into earth, okay? It's through the womb, the portal of the womb, through the mother, through the birth, okay? Highly intelligent design are embodiments, human experience, very intelligent design, okay? And so I'm going to say something and you may not resonate with that, but I'm going to have you sit on that, okay? Not all souls come from the Father, from heaven, from God, okay? Some souls come from other sources. Let's call it, they come from Satan, okay? So you have souls that come from Satan, you have souls that come from God. Take it as you will. And so in order for these lower consciousness entities to race and permeate the earth, they need distorted bodies and distorted psyche. All right. This is why I believe the elites have been working and trying to figure out this, how to be infinite, how to live forever. And they've been working on creating life without the mother, without the womb. I believe that in the future, the vision is to create warriors, to use these lab-generated humanoids. It's not a human, it's a humanoid, biologically, chemically contained, lab-made humanoid. And then I feel those lower entity spirits will incarnate into those bodies, because it's been altered, it's been distorted. It's not divine, earthly, like mother body created being. And so my friend had this vision that the abyss has opened up from beneath the earth, and all of these demonic spirits started lurking out and permeating into the field of the earth. Okay? And this is what's happening right now. All right. And so once again, if you've been following me, I will keep on reminding you that we are in a spiritual war. A war on your consciousness, a war on your sanity, a war on your sovereignty, and a war on your biological being. Okay? Another thing they want to be doing, they want to be putting chips and testers and things in your body. Why? That takes away your sovereignty. Okay? Yeah, people in Whole Foods might be like, oh yeah, I can like scan and pay with my palm. Don't do this, okay? The message that I want to bring forth is being aware in all the ways that they will try to continue to seduce you and sabotage your nature, your natural expression of this human life. All right? And so whatever all these dark entities coming out, imagine they're producing humans in a lab. I always said, well, okay, they can maybe grow a human, but where does the consciousness, where is the spirit come from if it's a lab grown being? It can't come from God. It doesn't work like that. And so the only answer I have is those bodies will be occupied by these lower dimensional, interdimensional, demonic spirits. And their intention is to also elevate their consciousness. So in a way, we all are just on this beautiful journey of evolution, evolving through love, evolution, love, and they are too. All right. And I think it's important to acknowledge they exist. Just like in one of my previous videos, I spoke about Lilith and the archetype of Lilith and how she started showing up in my life so that I can take a look at her and actually see her in me. Because she wanted to be accepted and seen in her existence, in that archetypal existence. All right. And so I think part of the work is allowing the understanding like, okay, these beings exist and so do I. And I have the domain of my body. I have the free will and I have the domain of being in this body. And it is up to me and my free will to maintain this sovereignty by not leaning into the direction where they might want to bring technology and microchips and spike proteins into my body, into my immunity, and into the system that has been designed by God, Goddess itself. Okay? Some of the most horrific things of how I see demonic entities work is that it's a demon in form of, it lurks on your vulnerabilities. It can pull on things that are aching and hurting and in a way your weak spots. Demonic entities can feed off of your weak spots. Okay. In the Bible, they talk about it in forms of spirits, demonic spirits. Okay. Spirit of Baal, spirit of Jezebel, spirit of Ahab. Those are all demonic spirits that attach and feed off of humanity. All right. Mental illness, I believe, is demonic spirits feeding off of you. This is why it's important to mind, body, soul, sex, and home. 5 pillars of your existence to really pay attention to. Okay? There was a point in my life when my mind would have negative inner talk. If I do something, I would be like, oh, why did I do that? Oh, you're such a piece of shit. Oh, you're so stupid. Oh, why did you do that? And at some point, I started catching that. Because that's not how I talk to myself. No, I have words of affirmations, confidence, empowerment, positivity. And so when I started noticing my mental field, I'm like, okay, no, this is not it. You're not welcome here. Get out. This is my domain. I claim the domain of my mind by not allowing lower thoughts and statements into my field. And so I think the mind is the hardest field for people to control. And the reason being is because we are so hyperstimulated. Most of y'all can't even watch this entire video. I don't make 3-minute reels. If I do, it's me taking this video and cutting it up in 3 minutes because you don't have a sense of patience to actually sit through and receive a full transmission. And those that do, you keep coming back because you know what the medicine is here. Okay. So the mental field, constant distractions, phone. Like I go to the gym and people are sitting on the machines in their phones. Like, bro, get out of here. Like, I'm trying to work out. Like, and it's so annoying. Like, everybody's neck is all hunched up. Like, do you want to be like that? Is that how you want to be? Or would you like to create a little more discipline with what you expose your mind to? And then create discipline around what you feed your mind. Okay? What is actually nourishing and supporting to your mind? Okay? So we got mind, body. Taking care of the body. Holistic well-being, holistic self-love and self-care. Meaning that you understand that the immunity system is designed by God. And unless you have some chronic immune disease, even if you do, you need to learn how to work with your body. Every cell, every organ, all your bones and joints, they can hear you. They have consciousness. All the organs in your body, they have a frequency. They have a unique timing that they work and they rest and they purge. And this is why I really love Chinese medicine. Okay, Chinese medicine teaches you how to really live in tune with your body. Okay, mind, body. Also body, yeah, don't be getting vaccines and flu shots and drinking shitty things and eating shitty foods, processed things, seed oils, sugars, bleach, white flour. Okay, mind, body, spirit. When I talk about spirit, I talk about your energetic awareness and your faith with God. Mind, body, spirit. How do you take care of your spirit? Well, I pray. You may meditate. I go to the beach and enjoy the sunshine. You may go into the forest and enjoy a walk. Okay? You may have your own way of connecting to the divine. And whatever that is how you care about your spirit. Okay? Going to church doesn't really count. Because some people go to church and they show up on Sundays, but they're not really followers of the discipline. They're not really living to the values and the principles and the ethics and the morals that are being taught. All right. So just also FYI, you don't need to go to a physical church to be spiritual or to follow Christ. Church is this. Church is usually two people. So if you're listening, that's us two. This is church. Okay? Going back and forth, talking about scripture, talking about lessons. This is how we tend to our spirit. Okay? So I said mind, body, spirit, sex, sexuality. Okay? If you haven't noticed, the devil loves to breed in the field of sex. Okay? The world of pornography and the whole Epstein situation, that tells you enough of that. Okay? So sexuality is to be considered as sacred, is to be protected, is to be intentional, and is to be used for good. Something I've realized recently is that there's a lot of these men who appear to be conscious, like they may have businesses and they're entrepreneurs and they have their toys and they look a certain way. But when I look deeper and I see how that man treats women and addresses sexuality, I'm like, yikes. Ew. Okay? This is why I'm talking. There's layers and pillars to your consciousness. Just because you're making money selling some sort of spiritual service doesn't automatically make you all that conscious. Okay? Mind, body, soul, sex. Okay? If you're fucking around, if you're a man, like this is what I want to point at. Men that treat sexuality as something casual, that look at women as a tool, as a masturbation toy. No, that's not conscious sexuality at all. Y'all got a long way to go if that's really where you're at, okay? And then home, mind, body, soul, sex, and home, okay? To have a house that feels like a sanctuary that you can come back to from the warfare of the world is very important, okay? Does your home reflect your spirit? Does it reflect the peace that you want to feel when you come home? All right, I said in some of my videos in the past that my home is an expression of me. It's an extension of me. Is your home an extension of you? And does your home reflect your most refined self? Okay. And ding, 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 bonus points for those who are still here. I have another pillar to share. Another pillar in tracking of one's consciousness is their relationships, okay? Your relationships and your communication and your friendships, okay? The topic of friendship has been coming up for me recently. My birthday is next Tuesday. I'm planning a birthday party. Who is my friend? Who do I want to invite? Who deserves to be there to celebrate my day? Because some people really just want to come for the party. They like the vibes, but they're not really friends. And I've spoken about this as well. I've actually pointed out where in this like light and fluffy community, they're like, oh yeah, love and light. We all just one. Like, we don't need to connect. Like, our souls are always together. No, bitch. No, we're not. If I haven't seen you or heard from you, you haven't checked in, and it's been a long time, we're not friends. You're an acquaintance, if that. Time matters. Showing up matters. Checking in on your friends matters. Loyalty matters. What is a loyal friend? A loyal friend is somebody who honors you when you're not there. Doesn't talk behind your back, doesn't talk about you, doesn't spread information when you're not there to defend yourself. That's loyalty. In fact, loyalty is a friend who'll defend. Like, if we're talking about somebody and I don't have enough information and they're not here, I'm going to say something like, hey, like, I hear you have a story and some feelings you want to share, but since this person is not here to defend and share their side of the story, I prefer for you to stick to your experience. How did it affect you? I don't want to hear about them. I want to hear about you. Okay? And this is something that we get to do as we evolve our consciousness and our way of relating. We get to call people to truth. And there are some people who got their feathers fluttered because I've been calling you to truth. I've been calling a lot of people out to their truth. Because we all want love, connection, friendship, authenticity, vulnerability. But I can't be vulnerable if I can't be real with you. Like, I have a friend who always telling me to calm down. Don't be a drama queen. He told me today, take it easy. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell people how to be, how to feel. We have to learn how to advance in our expression. Or not. And you'll just be stuck with people at your level. And you won't feel the depth of what is possible. The closeness, the vulnerability, the love, and the support, and the trust of true friendships. Okay? So that's an extra point that I gave to all the late stayers who decided to stay till the end. So thank you so much for tuning in. So in this video, I have covered what has been rapturing from the abyss of the earth, okay? How it's going to be affecting us moving forward with this whole humanoid and creating humans in a lab situation. And I've shared with you the pillars of living a conscious and spiritually rooted life. And this is really important. This is my life. I embody these qualities. This is why I can share them with you. And it's not always easy, but it's worth it. And for that, I am grateful. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until I see you next time, ciao.